Hi, Jody with Dexter Physical Therapy here, giving you your PT Tuesday tip. Even though it's Wednesday, you're still getting it and we're all good. So we're going to talk about foot props today and sitting and standing. So to review, you want your elbows at 90 and standing. So this laptop's a little too low for me. I would need to have this boosted up on something, a ream of paper, a couple reams of paper, so that my eyes are at the top of the screen. That would require an external keyboard here. And so that's ideal. That's what I'm recommending. If you can't do anything like that, at least split that difference. Especially for me, I'm tall, so I need this more boosted up. So I'm going to split that difference, and then my elbows might be a little past 90 for me to be at the keyboard, but for me not to have the monitor so low. And the other key thing that a lot of people have low back pain in standing. So if you're changing your workstation from sitting to standing, which is what I'd recommend versus always sitting, always standing, if you're having any low back pain, it's really helpful to get your foot resting up on something. It can just be even 2 inches. So this is a half foam roll that I'm on. And that takes the extension and some of the pressure off the joints out of the back, especially if your posture tends to kind of extend a little bit more there, have the chest out, or kind of more that sway back position. This will take that pressure off of your low back. So really important, of course, to switch sides and not just have one foot up on there. For sitting, you want to have knees at 90, hips at 90, elbows at 90. So that means getting this at the right height. Here, again, we talked about this not being ideal for me here yet. If you're too short, which is not my problem, but if your chair's too high and you can't adjust it because of your height, get your feet propped up on something. Again, I'm using this half foam roller for that, so that you can get that more 90-degree angle at your knee and at your hip. So if you're too high and you're not having something underneath there, people will tuck their legs underneath them like this, or kind of slouch out of the chair. They'll, do all sorts of things. So have something underneath your feet to get at that 90-90. And in the next week or two, I'll have an external keyboard and have my laptop raised up so you can see what that looks like, what the difference is there. And then I'll show you an ergonomic keyboard as well as an ergonomic mouse for anyone that has carpal tunnel and might need to be in a more neutral position versus flat out with the mouse. Also with this ergonomic series, be going over sitting, standing posture, and some stretches and mobility things you could be doing while at your workstation. So hopefully that's helpful. Feel free to like or follow me to get more of these tips.